minutes, Mr. Ore. I would get back to you. Let's speak of Mr. Obi now. Simon Patrick Obi, Supervisory Board Member, you for road safety. We've talked to the road transport workers. Of course, when you move away from that, you want to talk about young people. Yeah. Honey Ogundayo spoke about underage driving, and even for those who are old enough to drive, we see that there's this, is it youthful exuberance to want to be at top speed, like it's a competition on the road, like I don't know, but speak to us. And then again, you get to see a lot of young people who would be drunk or be drinking while driving, on the road. So let us know, what are you doing? What is your organization doing about some of this, attitude of young people on the road?
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak on this issue. To begin, I'd like to also point out that I am involved in global road safety advocacy. And so what yours does as an organization is to promote road safety for young people. As the statistics was earlier shown, we see that young people are more victims in terms of fatality. So road traffic crashes are the leading killer of young people. And what we have been doing is to promote the inclusion of young people in decision-making discussion within road safety, because these are the demographic that bears the greatest burden of traffic crashes. And if you want to solve a problem, you want to make sure that those that are affected in the problem are seated in that, and then if you don't do that, you're not getting the results you're supposed to do. And so the discussion is promoting road safety for young people, and that includes education, that includes enforcement. Yeah, we know that young people are exuberant, they are creative, they want to try new things, they want to do stuff that is unusual. But if we educate these young people and make them understand that this thing is a risky adventure, there is need for them to begin to think differently, then you begin to see results. And I would like to say you asked an important question. What are the challenges? I think the challenge for me, having done the kind of work we've done here in Nigeria and across the globe, is that road safety is not an interesting subject. And I'll give you a very typical instance. During COVID-19, we saw that the countries of the world shut down, including Nigeria. I was in Nigeria at the time. And then I did a DEX review as a road safety advocate to compare road safety and COVID-19. And then within 2020, the statistics of those that were killed on our road were around 4,000 to 5,000 within the 2020 COVID era where they were shut down. But guess how many people that were killed by COVID and which result to shutting down? It was just 1,000 or 2,000 plus. And then it begs the question, which is a pandemic? Is it road traffic crashes or the COVID that killed 2,000 people, while road traffic crashes killed over 4,000 to 5,000 people? And those were the statistics that we know. There are people who are killed who are in remote villages that we don't know. And so the big thing is that road safety is not an interesting subject. The Federal Road Safety Corps is doing its best. So
how do we make it interesting?
Making interesting is by you talking about the issue. He asks a very...
But do young people want to sit, for example, and listen to such conversations? Are there ways that you think the FRSA can, educate the young people, as in target the young people and get them, educated about this?
So the problem now, it's not the problem of the FRSA. It's a shared responsibility. She started off in our conversation that it's a collective responsibility. It's about our public safety. And they are leading on that. Yes, kudos to them. But it's not their problem, because it involves me and you and every other person, the media, the government, the political elite, the religious leader. Everyone has to get involved. And we need to start making it interesting such that it affects us. You're going to the market, you're going to school, you're going to church, you're going to anything. In fact, there are statistics that have shown that countries who do not pay attention to their road safety lose around 3 to 5% of their GDP. And if we calculate that in dollar, it is more than the annual budget of the Nigerian.
What's your assessment of causes? Why you've said, road safety, that road crashes killed more than COVID did.
Yeah.
Why do we have the alarming numbers? What's responsible? Is it at the doorstep of road safety because of, not enforcing regulations? Is it because the roads are bad? Is it because, those who use the roads mainly, the unions, don't drive responsibly? What do you attribute this alarming number to?
It's a combination of different factors. And I will start with a very easy one. First, they are not what happened between a car, 2 cars, or a car and a human being. It's not an accident. So we see it in Nigeria as an accident. It's something that happened, and we have no control over it. As an advocate and as a professional, it's not an accident. If you look at what a dictionary meaning of an accident is, it's an unforeseen circumstance. But what a road traffic crash is predictable, right, and avoidable if the right thing is done. That is where road safety put in the policies, they enforce and educate. If the right thing is done, then we can prevent it. So we need to...
What's the right thing?
The right thing is to do the right thing. Is to make sure you obey the traffic rules. It's to make sure that you get educated. If you need to drive, you must get educated. It's to make sure that you pay attention to whatever the federal road safety says. It is to make sure that we invest in road safety. Know that road safety affects every aspect of our life. Our economy.
But Honey didn't admit, for instance,